Well, while some are looking into possible motives of the club shooter, a lot of people are now turning their attention to his wife, Norma Teen. Authorities are deciding whether she should face some charges because she possibly knew about her husband's intentions to harm others.
Right. Mateen told investigators about her husband's interest in carrying out a jihadist attack and that she tried to talk him out of doing anything violent. To that end, joining us live in the studio is criminal defense and family law attorney Loretta Powers. Thank you so much for being here, Loretta.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you for having me on again.
Well, Loretta, do you, in hearing these details, I mean, the wife says that she had heard her husband make comments before about possibly hurting others. Should she be charged with the crime at this point?
Absolutely. Under federal law and under state law. Under Florida law, a person can be charged as being an accessory to a crime for doing as little as handing someone a gun clip. It all depends on the intent. So if they're able to prove that she intended to help him further this crime, she's probably not going to see outside of a jail cell. And under federal law, you have an absolute duty to report a crime that you know of. Here, his planning of the crime was already prompted her duty to tell federal authorities about it. And so she could be facing 3 years in jail just for that.
Okay, but in this case, we're also dealing with the fact that she said she was abused by him. Could that be coercion? Could he have put her under duress to assist?
Absolutely, and that brings up a very important point that I want to make. With mass shootings, the common thread is not religion, it's not immigration status. What it is a tendency towards domestic violence. So if his ex-wife would have brought those domestic charges to the authorities, he would have never been able to purchase a gun under federal law. But to answer your question, it does not insulate her 100% from criminal liability. What it does, though, is it kind of mitigates her punishment, so it would be less. Maybe the jury will feel sorry for her and give her lesser punishment.
Okay.
And so we were going back to like knowing that someone may do harm, whether it's a comment in passing, whether she knew about the Facebook post, and we're learning more about some of these things right here. What should have been her actions? What steps, if someone at home is in a similar situation, what steps do you take to report these things?
You tell the police, and I understand that she was scared. I mean, the federal authorities investigated him twice before and did nothing. But she had a duty to report.
So just calling and saying, hey, I saw this Facebook post, or hey, you know, he made this comment at dinner. I don't know if he was just saying because he's upset or if he actually plans on doing this.
Yes, and she drove him to the Pulse nightclub at least once, maybe even more, so that he could inspect it and maybe plan his massacre.
Well, it does beg the question, though, if she was afraid for her life, if she thought he really would follow through on this, does she have to fear for recrimination from him? If she tells the police and they don't do anything, I mean, is she under obligation then?
Absolutely, because he wasn't watching her 100% of the time. She had several opportunities to go forward to the police. But there are no rush to charge her. Right now, she's cooperating, and they are gleaning a lot of information. They're making sure that there's no ties to ISIS. And so as soon as she does get charged with something, she'll lawyer up, and that lawyer is going to silence her.
Okay. And quickly here, could the family sue her?
I think she's what we call judgment proof, meaning even if the victims do get $1 million settlement, they're not going to be able to collect it from her.
All right.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Loretta Powers. Thank you for coming in and helping us learn more about that situation. We'll be right back with more on Eye Opener.